Black Panther is a Hall of Fame hero and one of the greatest to ever do it. The mantle is passed down from GOAT to GOAT, but the most popular Panther is of course my glorious King T'Challa, right? He's crossed over with literally every sect of the Marvel Universe. He boxed the Fantastic Four, joined them, boxed the Avengers, joined them, married into the X-Men, and I'm sure he's been to space too. This man has literally done it all. But his sister Shuri is a Fire Panther too. I love that she has such vastly different motivations for wanting to be the Black Panther than her brother. They wear the mask very different from each other, and that makes it so refreshing to witness. Regardless, Shuri is a fantastic Black Panther and she need her respect. Normally, Shuri takes the role of Black Panther in her brother's absence in more temporary cases, like him being injured for a prolonged period of time, right? Due to very tragic circumstances, the MCU version of Shuri is our new Panther. Rest in peace, a legend. Who really knows what they're gonna do with the mantle of Black Panther after Secret Wars, but for the time being, Princess Shuri is our Panther in the MCU, and I'm very excited to see her go crazy in Doomsday. I know y'all seen that Black Panther 3 rumors though. Hold up. Ryan Coogler will cook. Believe in Ryan Coogler. It low-key seems like there's a night and day difference between Shuri Black Panther in the source material versus in Wakanda Forever. In her origin at least, and how she becomes Black Panther. Dr. Doom did T'Challa diabolical and she had to take his place as Wakanda's protector while he recovered. But Bast rejected her? I ain't gonna lie, Bast, you kinda fucked up for that, cause like, Wakanda needs his protector and you said no. Who gon' protect Wakanda? There's this entitlement that she has to the role that just does not exist in the movie. Shuri is very much a reluctant Black Panther in Wakanda Forever, and I kinda like that a lot more. Personally, carrying this title and filling in her brother's shoes is a very heavy task that comes with OD pressure. And she's still mourning too. I do love that in her first appearance as the Black Panther in the comics, she was completely powerless and still said, "F it, I gotta do what I gotta do. My nation needs its guardian. Let me activate by any means."
Sound like a real to me.
She put the suit on, no powers. She said, "Look, just don't know that this gun got no ammo in it. F it. They don't know that. I'm still the Black Panther. F it." I love that so much. Not even the Panther God telling her no was enough to stop her. But it is interesting that ingesting the heart-shaped herb ain't enough to gain powers here though. Like, Boss has to actually f with you too. Killmonger would have been fried if that rule existed in the movies. I ain't gonna lie, I feel like they could have spun it as like Boss is like a very much an impartial god who's like, look, your conviction, I f with it. My headcanon is that Disney pulled up to Ryan Coogler at 3 a.m. and said, look, you made a that's a little too real. This is too much of a real nigga. Make him just a little bit too crazy. Make him kill his girl for no reason. Make him become a genocidal maniac. Regardless, I don't think Boss would have f with him. Shuri's first villain as the Black Panther was the same motherfucker that made Spider-Man genuinely consider quitting. Mind you, while she was powerless. Ref, do something. Merlin being in Wakanda in the first place is crazy, bruh. Get this man out of here. Her courage and selflessness in this situation made Bast have a change of heart though. And you know what? Shout out Bast for not being so one-track minded. You feel me? That's my Panther god. You feel me? That's my goal. Although if I'm not mistaken, Storm was the regent of Wakanda at the time, right? Because T'Challa was fucked up. So she was like, Shuri, look, I'm not gonna be the Black Panther. I'm Storm. You're the Black Panther now, or you should be the Black Panther now on some like lineage. So I don't know. Shuri's entitlement, it wasn't just Shuri though. It's like that was the expectation. Correct me if I'm wrong. She still got her powers in the end, okay? It is what it is. It is what it is, okay? F it, Boss, you still a goat. I don't know how she's gonna move in Doomsday, but I love how angry Shuri is as the Black Panther in Wakanda Forever. She literally sits right in the middle between T'Challa and N'Jadaka. Yeah, we're using his native name too. Ain't no Eric Stevens. That name is N'Jadaka, son of Prince Njobu. There's still compassion in there, but there's a lot of rage and violence in her too. That astral plane scene with her and Killmonger was one of the greatest scenes in that whole movie, dog. He said, now ain't the time for all that soft ass T'Challa step on and stand on it. They were really both calling each other out on their bullshit. She accidentally gave this man the hardest epithet of all time though. Unworthy King is so tough. She said it with so much conviction too. I remember naming one of my beats after that, just off of the muscle of the name alone. Oh my goodness. And that's such a fitting title for Killmonger, because that was still king. The Unworthy King will forever be a part of Wakanda's history. I love her relationship with Namor in this movie too. Am I crazy, or were there low-key some sparks there? Look, they had good chemistry until he boomed her mom and flooded her entire nation. Damn. Ryan Coogler is genuinely such a talented creator for being able to make a Black Panther sequel work under the given circumstances, and while being extremely respectful about it too. I personally love the whole recast T'Challa movement. I think that movement is great because I think recasting is a good idea, but they just made their decision and they made it very well. The way they handled that was so beautiful. Oh my goodness, tears. I think I actually like Wakanda Forever a little more than the first movie, which is crazy, I know, but this movie is genuinely so beautiful. My only problem is it's longish. I remember that movie came out on my birthday that year, and that shit was lit, but also, damn, I was feeling them 2 hours and 40 something minutes. I'm sure they wanted to make Shuri the Black Panther eventually, but they had to fast track it in a way that stayed true to this version of the character, and it works so well. She didn't want that title at all, but it's a burden she has to carry. I'm glad she denied being queen at least though, and I like what that does for her dynamic with M'Baku. He went from seeing her as a disgrace to Wakanda to being proud to have her as their nation's guardian. Shuri's just been through so much, and she's changed a whole lot since that first movie. That light in her eyes is dead, and even after getting the catharsis at the end of Wakanda Forever, she still feels different in that Doomsday teaser. Losing literally her entire family has forever changed her. Shout out Nakia and T'Challa II though. But losing the family that she grew up with, of course forever changed her. That's so painful. Tony Stark got more mature throughout the journey of his character in the MCU, but it's like he was still fun. Like Tony Stark, throughout all the bullshit he went through, he was still like fun. Shuri has just been through so much sadness and sorrow that it's like the type of like maturity she grew into was like a whole heavier type. I just hope we get to see her smile again. I just want this character to see some type of happiness, dude. Please, free Shuri. Literally every single Shuri Panther design I've seen has been Hall of Fame though. Holy pig. Since we're already on the topic, her Wakanda Forever suit is genuinely so fire. This is easily one of my favorite Black Panther designs of all time, just in general. The blending of both gold and silver is fantastic, and I love the symbolism there with her taking elements of the Panthers in her life that came before her. T'Challa was a silver demon, and T'Chaka used gold on his suit, but it's still got her own personalization in there with the battle paint she always wears, actually being a part of the mask too. That's so tough. The carbon fiber looking texture and the triangles all over are cool as hell too. Vibranium weave is so cool to me because the suit looks breathable and armored at the same time. People have very valid critiques on a lot of MCU character designs and a lot of MCU suits. I think a lot of them are also cool as hell too. But the Black Panther specifically, that Civil War suit, and then this Wakanda Forever suit, beautiful, exquisite. Such finely crafted pieces of just art translated from the source material. I ain't gonna lie, they did they thing. We haven't seen the mask yet, but her suit in Doomsday looks like an upgraded version of her last appearance, but now she got some blue vibranium from Tōkon in there. Actually, M'Baku has some on his armor too. They've been really close with Tōkon and trading resources, it seems. You just know Namor's gonna do some bullshit and fuck up their relationship though. But Shuri's Black Panther suit in the comics is legendary too. The fur and the cape is everything. There's a lot more accessories on this design in general, and the spear is clean too. If I'm not mistaken, she also wore like a more armored version of the Black Panther suit as well. It's not the vibranium weave that the Black Panther usually gets. It's like a literal armor type version. But all the other suits she wears in the comics are just so Hall of Fame. The fur is just so elite. The cape is elite. She's too tough. Like, I'm not gonna lie, some of T'Challa's best fits are where he's really leaning into that cape combo. I know Shuri also had like a solo comic pretty recently where she wore the Black Panther suit again. Her suit in this comic, I think it was more like the standard regular Black Panther suit. But the whole reason I'm making this video at all is because Shuri is our Black Panther in Marvel Tōkon, and she looks so clean. I don't know if it's the fighting game head in me talking, but this may actually be my favorite Black Panther design of all time. Oh my goodness. She got the legendary fur plus cape combo with dome, exquisite gold accents, even going up to her neck too, and the purple accents in there too, just to add a little extra sauce to the whole thing. This might be the most sauce I've ever seen in a Black Panther ever. And it's some tough competition. Some very, very tough competition. Just like how Marvel Tōkon's Iron Man has like his mask come off, I really hope we get to see like actual human Shuri at some point in this game. The way this character moves and animates is literally perfect too. Because she has a spear, she already fights so different than T'Challa would here, but she also moves so cat-like too. I love when they lean into the Panther part of Black Panther. Like, these are really Panther niggas who were blessed by a Panther god to do some Panther shit. on some Panther shit. Shuri and Storm are going on literally every single team I play in this game. They're too goated. And look, I'm not even the biggest Blade fan either, but the fact that ArcSys put 3 black characters in a fighting game on launch base roster makes my heart so warm, bro. ArcSys, my soul is yours. My soul is yours, ArcSys. Story-wise, we don't know specifics yet, but based on voice lines and character interactions in the intros we've seen, it seems like Doom did something crazy to T'Challa and put him out of commission. So Shuri has stepped up to be the new Black Panther, and I think the new queen as a whole. So it's pretty much an adaptation of her comic origin as the Panther. Game not even out yet, and this is already one of my favorite Black Panthers. ArcSys, I love you. I love Shuri's relationship with Storm in this game too. She calls her sister, and they clearly both love T'Challa a lot here. Shuri says shit like,
brother, give me strength,
throughout the gameplay I've seen. I'm just so excited for this game, dog. I cannot wait for August. Also, even Fortnite got a cold Shuri design. This game actually tends to have pretty great original designs, not gonna lie. I want to see Shuri in Marvel Rivals. Look, we know what Shuri looks like in the Marvel Rivals verse. Let's put her in the game. I think she would be a fantastic strategist. Put Shuri as a strategist. I'll really turn up. And since T'Challa is already the Panther of Rivals, let's just have her be Shuri. I think that's perfect. Also, it is crazy I have yet to mention her big brain. T'Challa taught her everything she knows, but I feel like she's probably smarter than that at this point. She's the one that literally recreated the heart-shaped herb. That is a feat that should not be scoffed at. That should be an impossible feat, and she did it. Her brain, to this day, is still her greatest asset. Her brain is how she defeated Namor. Also, yeah, Black Panther 3 is a thing that's happening hopefully soon, after Secret Wars, I assume, but Streets is saying that they want mutants in there, they want some supernatural shit in there, they just want Dr. Voodoo in there, / Brother Voodoo. Black Panther 3 is gonna be fantastic. Streets is saying they want Storm in there. I don't know what any of that is gonna look like, but Storm and Black Panther are some legendary goats. Give me all of that. Yes. Also, my hope is that this video comes out right before DreamCon. It's gonna be very hard to get this video out before DreamCon, but fingers super crossed. If you are at DreamCon, you know what I'm saying, come find me, you know what I'm saying. I'm rolling like 9 deep. It's gonna be lit. You feel me? DreamCon gonna be lit. I'm cosplaying Zuko, Law, Matt Murdock, you know what I'm saying. It's gonna be lit. But yeah, shout out Shuri Black Panther, and shout out you.
I can't feel my face right now, I'm burning up. I got this feeling that I won't come down, like, got this feeling that I won't come down, like, got this feeling that I won't come